Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a get ready with me. I'm using some new products, some old products, kind of a mishmash. I have some Lisa Eldridge eyeliners, the Patrick toppers, the KJH brand. This is KJH's brand and I'm so excited about this. Just a bunch of random stuff. So grab your makeup, get ready with me if you want. Something to drink. I have my good old water right here. I worked out this morning and I'm so tired and I need this, and let's get started. Let's start with a primer. I'm actually gonna use my Merit oil. It's not as hot here. It's like 50s and 60s, 70s, like midday, and I'm so excited because fall is here. I adore fall, and now I can use a lot more moisturizing products because it's not super hot outside and all my makeup melting off of my face. So I am back into my Merit oil. I'm gonna let that sink in. I think I'm just gonna use my Glowish primer for my T-zone. This is a pore filling primer. I adore it, and I've used this for a very long time. I don't know if you guys can tell how little I've used. You really need a tiny bit, and I mainly use it just like around my pore area. It's not super drying or anything like that. It actually feels nice and moisturizing, but it also helps with the pores. For my base, I have this from Missha. This is the Perfect Cover BB Cream, and I've seen this all over social media for years now, and I've never picked it up. I bought it off of Amazon. I think it's like between $10 and $15. But what made me pull the trigger was Alexa Chan. She is kind of a YouTuber and on Instagram. I just really like her style. She's very minimal with her makeup, very natural, and she used this in a reel and it looked beautiful. And I was like, I just want to try that. I have mine in the color 25 and I've been using it almost daily since I bought it, and I love it. It looks like full coverage, but it's not. It's very nice skin-like. I just use my hands. I don't want a heavy makeup, even though I'm gonna try some eye glitters, but I'm doing that for you because I've already done a reel with the eye glitters and I have my thoughts, but I thought I would do it on camera as well. So this is, oh, look how pretty that looks. I'm gonna put it around my eyes as well. My eyes look so red. I woke up super early to go train. Oh yes, this looks so beautiful. I really like the coverage. I like that it's kind of moisturizing. Again, I have that oil underneath, so it's gonna make it a little bit more dewy, but it's really nice, beautiful, blends into the skin, and it lasts really well throughout the day. I think it is a beautiful product. It's one that you can kind of reach even without anything on. It's not as dewy and as light on the skin as the Hourglass tint. Here is the Hourglass. This is the one I was talking about, and this has lighter coverage than this initially, but I can build this one to be similar coverage. Anyway, on the skin, they're not quite the same. This is not as glowy, and it is just a little bit more pigment in it, but really good. This is, again, like you can find it between $10 and $15. It depends on the color that you choose, which is weird, but my color is 25, and I like that it is a little bit golden. Once I put concealer and things like that, it will blend in really well. Okay, moving on. Concealer. I don't think I have a new concealer. I actually went to the store, to Sephora and Dillard's and Nordstrom, and I tried to find the new YSL concealer and I couldn't find it anywhere. I guess they don't have it in stores. They have it online only, because I got so many questions about that concealer and I do want to try it. I just need to order it online, and now I'm like, do I just wait for the Sephora sale to pick that up? I may just do that. I'm putting a little bit of the Colleen Rothschild Eye Illuminator Balm. I think I'm gonna take my Gucci concealer. This is in 24N. I really like this color for under my eyes. And just overall, I really like this concealer. And I'm also taking the color 27 just because I have it, not because I need it. But I'm gonna take a little bit of this here, maybe over that spot. There we go. And let's blend this in. Oh, I actually have a beauty blender. I wet it before. I'm so proud of myself. I have muffins going on in the oven. My kids are upstairs watching something. It's fall break here. So we don't have much time for this video, but we're gonna make it work. A little bit of my Givenchy powder in the shade 3. Oh, my son was running around today with my puff in his hand. I usually have like 3 or 4 puffs just hanging out here on the table. And there's only one left. He called it a moon, a black moon. Pulling out my Patrick Ta contour slash bronzer. This is the She's Sculpted. I'm just gonna add a little bit of sculpting. And I'm just gonna take it a little bit around the eye as well. I think I'm gonna skip the bronzer from this one and use my Chanel bronzer. I've been really into this one lately. This is in the shade medium, and I just really like how it looks all over the skin. It's beautiful. I'm changing the brush to a BK Beauty 107. The first one is the BK Beauty 106. The 107 is just a little bit bigger, and I like it just for bronzing a bigger part. You know, this is a little bit more detailed to where I can contour, but I'm just adding a little bit of this. I like how it's soft, but it has an impact. It blends in really nicely. It's a beautiful bronzer, very expensive, but you get a ton in here. It takes me forever to go through this one. I think I went through 2 of them total in my life. And at one point, this was one of the only bronzers that I had in my collection. I've been thinking what blush I want to use, and I think I want to use this one from Givenchy. This is in shade 4. Again, it's fall. This was in one of my top fall favorite beauty. That was my last video. I can link it down below if you're interested. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful product. I am using this Rephr brush, and I couldn't find it anywhere. That's because it hasn't been released yet. It comes in this beautiful box, and it is a very special brush. It will be available October 17th, and this is, I'm gonna butcher this, Saibigoho brush. They're very rare, extremely expensive, and they usually run from $250 to $500. There was a reason why I loved this one so much when I tried it first, and then I couldn't find it anywhere and link it, so I stopped talking about it, but I've been using it nonstop. The Rephr will have it on sale for $88 October 17th. It comes in this beautiful box, and it had also a really beautiful band on it, and it was just packaged. It's very luxurious, let's just say that. I'm going to talk a little bit more of the Rephr brushes because they're releasing a few new sets. They have the Max set and the Mini set of their regular eye brushes, which is brilliant because they were saying that there were a lot of requests for either smaller or bigger brushes. It depends on your eye shape. So that's also coming out October 17th. But this brush, it's one of the softest brushes I have in my entire collection. I knew right away when I played with it and swatched it that it was something special. I just didn't know about it. I didn't know anything about it. They just sent it to me and didn't say anything. So I didn't know. I was just playing with it. And now I'm like, I should have waited to unbox it with you guys. Or did I unbox it with you guys? I don't even remember. But it's so soft, so well made. The packaging is beautiful. It has some flowers here. Perfect blush brush. I've been trying to find a dupe or something to replace my Real techniques that I can't find to link for you guys. And this has been the one that I love it so much more. I mean, you can't compare them quality wise, but I love the way it applies blush. So good. I will absolutely let you guys know once this whole set is coming available. Okay, that blush is beautiful. I love it. You can still see my scar. I picked at it and I don't care. I don't care if my skin is perfectly covered. I don't mind seeing some imperfections as long as just overall I look decent. I'm also going to a fire pit hangout tonight, so I'll have nice and sparkly eyes and pretty makeup and smoky hair. Okay, let's move on to this. This is a very, very exciting release. If you don't know who Katie Jane Hughes is, she's an incredible makeup artist and she is known for her glowy cheeks, and it's just what she does, and I absolutely love her makeup style. I love the way she dresses, the way she approaches makeup, very minimal with her foundation and application. So I think she's incredible, and she came out with this new brand, and this is their first product. If I'm not mistaken, this is available in 4 different shades. This is the light pink. There is more of a light gold that's supposed to be a little bit champagne, a copper, and a deeper one. But the idea is that you have the base and then you have the serum, and you put the serum in. You mix it with a brush that you buy. This is a kit. You can't buy these separate, which is my only complaint, and I'll get to that. But you put the serum inside, you mix it, and you apply it. You can absolutely use this by its own. It's just not gonna be as glossy. But wow, that feels so nice. I've been using this. So this is not my first time. I couldn't wait. I was just so excited. So that is the highlighter. This is in, again, the light pink. It's not too pink, don't be scared. And then if you add the highlighter, it's just gonna be more serum-y. I'm sorry, if you add the serum, it's just gonna be more glossy. I'm just gonna swatch the gloss by itself here. It's literally just a gloss right there. You see it? And then you combine these, and then you get a super glossy cheek. Now, if you put the highlighter by itself, it's not gonna be sticky or anything like that. The more serum that you put, you're gonna have that tackiness, but it's nothing bad. It's nothing that would bother somebody unless you put a ton. I've never had an issue with my hair getting stuck or anything like that. Also, powder goes so well on top of it. It is quite pricey, not for what you get, but just because you can't get different colors of this and not have to purchase the brush and the serum together. So I want to say it was some 70 something, almost $80 for this whole kit, which if for a brush and a highlighter and serum it's not that bad, but I wanted the light golden or the light gold as well. That is more champagne-y, but I didn't want to pay another $70, $80 for it. So that's my only complaint. Let's get to application. So I'm gonna add just a dot in here. It looks scary, but okay, will it focus? There we go. So it looks scary, but it really isn't. I don't know how she did this, that you mix it all in there, like mix it really well, and then it's gone. And it doesn't dry out the product or anything. It's brilliant. And the more serum you put in, the glossier it's gonna look. So I'm gonna add here a little bit. Whew. A little bit here, and then I'm just gonna blend it in just a little bit. But it is a very innovative, unique formula. I mean, as a makeup artist, we've seen a lot of these, combined serum with highlighter and just a bunch of different mix and match things. But to be sold as a kit, it's pretty cool and innovative, and it works really well. Plus, you can use the serum as a lip gloss, as an eye topper gloss thing. So I think it's kind of new and innovative and just pretty cool. Great application. Look at that shine. It's quite a lot though. You can have less shine if you just go straight from here without the serum. So that is the highlighter. I love it. The brush is also great. This makes me want to try her brush collection that she came out with. Honestly, I don't even know the brand that she came out with, but it looks like it's such a practical brush collection. Ooh. See, it's not too pink. I was worried that this would pull up really pink on me, but it's not. And it has not picked the foundation underneath. It's just beautiful. I think even if you have oilier skin, just put a little bit of serum in it, or don't put any at all, and you could absolutely wear it. And again, it's not very tacky. You can feel it a little bit, but throughout the day, it just kind of blends into the skin. You can even powder this on top of it. I've tried that before and it worked really well. This is a great brush. I feel like this would be amazing for a concealer as well. But this is the product. It's really cool, awesome. If you're very simple with your makeup, maybe you don't want to do the two-step thing and it's not for you, I understand. I don't think it's for everybody, but it is for me. It's so my style. I think what I'm going to do is go do my brows, spray my face down, and then I'm going to come back, try some of these Lisa Eldridge eyeliners. I have these from Patrick Ta. We'll do a lip and then we'll be done. All I have on my brows is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows. That was my third try, by the way. In dark brown. This is on its last leg, but I love it so much more because it applies the perfect amount of product for my brows, and that's it. That's all I use on my brows. On the eyes, I am gonna put a little bit of this Anastasia Nouveau palette. I'm just doing probably a little bit of this color and this in the crease. I don't want anything crazy. I just want a little bit. And then I'm gonna use the liners to define and do a wing liner. Okay, I'm using the 01 Max from Rephr brush. Again, these are brand new. I usually wash them. I just sprayed them today. I didn't fully wash them yet. I really should, but do as I say, not as I do, okay? Fleur, I'm taking that one. And again, I don't want much on my eyes, but I just want the tiniest bit of definition here. You see this highlighter? Probably went a little heavy-handed, but I don't care. I like that. And it's so just smooth. It's very interesting. Then I'm taking this 15 Max brush and I'm taking the Metro color. It's this one right here. Taking a lot off because this is intense. And I'm just gonna intensify this crease. I don't, again, want color in a ton of my eyelids because I want to use the glitters to show you, and the liners, that's probably going to be the focus right now. I'm just building up the crease so it won't look so stark. Going back to my 01 Max and blending this out. This is great because I have big eyes, so these kind of cover a lot of surface. I'm gonna take the same under here, whatever's left on the brush. Oh, that's a nice brush. The 15 Max, I really like this one. I want to try these Lisa Eldridge eyeliners. I've already played with two shades, the green one and the Renaissance Gold. I will swatch all of them. They are incredibly smooth. I mean, I thought my Victoria Beckham liners were smooth. I think these are even creamier. And what I like about them is that you can really play with them. You have a good minute to maneuver and buff it out, and then they set and they don't move. So it's kind of similar, honestly, to Victoria Beckham. I'm actually going to swatch the formula side by side. Okay, so I swatched the gray one from Victoria Beckham, and I'm going to swatch the Cider Smoke from Lisa Eldridge. So here we have, this is Lisa Eldridge, this is Victoria Beckham. I am going to blend this out so you can see using another finger for Victoria Beckham. There we go. Honestly, they're both very blendable, very creamy. I think Lisa Eldridge is a little bit more creamy, and you can see it fades out a little bit more than the Victoria Beckham. That can be a good and a minus. It depends on what you want. Sometimes if the product is too blendable, it's hard to keep the product there or the intensity of the color. So it really depends on what you like, but I haven't had an issue with the Lisa Eldridge smudging over time. It really blends in super quickly and then it sets. So here are all the swatches. You're starting off with black, a gray, a deep green, a deep brown, a more chocolatey brown, and this color, she calls it Renaissance Gold, and it is absolutely beautiful. You can kind of see that it has a sparkle through it. One thing that happened with the brown one and the gold one is when I swatched it, the tip was so sharp that it actually broke off a little bit from the tip. Now it's a little bit more rounder, and I'll show you right here. Like that, it was much longer and it was so creamy that it actually broke off a little bit from the top. Now I have almost more control. If it's too long, it's so creamy that I can see it breaking, and obviously broke when I did the swatch. So that's just another thing to consider, but I'm gonna leave these here, wait for them to dry and see if they move. Okay, let's put some on my eyes. I think I just want to use a brown shade because I'm boring. I'm absolutely going to use the Renaissance Gold as well. Actually, let's start with this one. This is the Renaissance Gold, and I think on top of it, I may use the brown one. I really like this color. I think it's so cool. These are so creamy though. They are much creamier than Victoria Beckham now that I'm playing with them a little bit more. And again, like I mentioned, that can be a great thing for some people and not the best for others. But I enjoy a creamy shadow because you can use it actually all over the lid. This is 02 Mini from Rephr. So good. Again, I feel like this was brilliant of them to do minis and max of their go-to brushes. Okay, so I'm blending this out, and as you can see, it almost blends away. I was kind of harsh, so I pushed a little bit. I kind of wanted to see how much I can push it, and then I'm going back into it and blending this. I'm gonna go with brown also on top of it. I just kind of wanted to see what I can do with this color. And I'm taking the 13 Mini. Oh, I love this mini set. Is so good from Rephr, mostly for detail work. Okay, so I don't want a harsh line, so I'm just blending this all the way into my lid because I just kind of want a shadow of a liner. And then I'm just gonna keep going back and forth. Again, you don't need to use two colors. I just want to test both colors out. Very easy, blendable. I will do this on my lower lashes. I'm gonna put this in my inner corner, not inner corner, in my lash line, because I've been doing this and I love the effect that this gives because it's not black, it's not brown. And I smudge it a little bit. And I feel like it gives such a cool effect. Next one, I'm gonna take the deeper brown, which is called Ground Coffee. And I'm gonna intensify that lash line and kind of haphazardly put it in on the lid or on the lash line and blend it out into that Renaissance Gold. Ooh, yeah. I kind of want to have a smoky line. I'm going to take it under here as well. And with the brush 01, this is the one we used in the crease. I'm just going to blend this out. Take some off. And I'm just going to do this eye and do off camera the other eye, because I don't want to be here forever, but this is so easy to work with. Obviously, I did an intense line so you guys can see the product working, but I've been wearing them and using a gentler hand or less product, and it worked so well. I am loving this combo. I think the Renaissance Gold is amazing in the waterline because it gives definition, but it doesn't darken up your eye look. So that's really, really cool. Okay, that's it. Like, wasn't that so easy? Yeah. I'm gonna do the other eye look and I'll be right back. I finished the other eye. I put my mascara on. It is the Huda Beauty One Coat. I love that mascara. I use it every time I'm in a rush, which is right now. I have people coming over, so I need to wrap this up. I already put my lip on. It is Makeup Forever in Total Taupe with the Tom Ford in the shade Naked Haze. This is the liquid lip. Probably could have done a better job blending this out, but I'm in such a hurry that I was like, just put something on. However, I do want to talk just a couple minutes about the Patrick Ta Micro-Dimensional Eye Topper Glitter. I bought both colors and I've done a reel already on this and I kind of shared my thoughts in there real quick, but the packaging honestly is very beautiful. You have this little window to see what color you get. There's only two colors. One is it's giving rich, and then the other one, it's giving luxury. It's giving luxury is a very white, almost cool tone. And I just want to show you just how kind of chunky the glitters are, mostly at the lightest one. I'll blend it out in just a little bit. And let me put the other color as well. Because when I opened this, I was so excited. It's Patrick Ta. I was like, it's gonna be just so beautiful and elegant. But it is so much more intense and chunkier glitters than I expected. Let's see if you guys can see. I hope so. And so you can kind of see the glitters, but once you blend this in, it definitely blends in nicer. You know, I'm not saying these are horrible, but it is just, I don't know. I feel like he could have done a better job at this. The white one is definitely chunkier in my opinion, and I see it on the lid more, and it's quite messy. So, you know, from far away, I think these are pretty. There's a ton of fallout every time I try to put these on, and I don't know, just overall, this is not my favorite. I think the toppers that he has in his palettes are much better. I'm going to start with the golden one, and I may just put that one by itself on the eyes. I feel like my liners aren't even, but I was in just such a hurry that I just had to kind of finish my eye look real quick. I'm going to take the gold one, and you have to use your fingers with this. And again, I'm going to show you one more time. Maybe it's gonna fall everywhere, but you know, it's just like straight up glitter, which is fine. This is what he's selling and that's okay. I just wish it wasn't so chunky, but I'm gonna add only the golden one on. If you wanna see both of them on, go check out my reel because I've added both side by side in that video and kind of gave you a 60-second review on it. But here I can share just after playing with them for, I would say, I don't know, a week or two, or since these came out, I try to play with them. And I don't hate them. I can't say that they're awful. I think it's just not what I expected. It's just maybe a little messy. I do like the way, once it's applied, it looks, but it is for that party occasion. It's not this elegant soft glitter. It's a very intense one, and I just feel like I see these more at the drugstore, or I can get a dupe for this at the drugstore. I'm going to take a little bit of the light one, the white one, and try to use a brush. Again, it's just so chunky. I almost need to break the glitter with my brush. And I'm gonna add it right here in the center. I'm sorry, if you hear vacuum, it's because somebody's vacuuming. That's why I need to hurry up. The brush doesn't pick it up really well, actually, barely at all. Yeah. I'm afraid this is a fail, in my opinion. Just, you can get better out there. Yeah, I'm not liking that. I can't even get it on the brush. And yeah, this is just a little bit of a disappointment, sadly. I was so excited about this. I love Patrick Ta, and I feel like he does such a good job with his eye toppers and just elegant. Everything is elegant, and this was just too chunky for me. I'm just gonna add a little bit of powder right here where I probably have glitter fallout. And I think that's it. That's gonna be my makeup for the day. I love pretty much everything except those eye toppers. This, by the way, where is it? The Missha. Such a great discovery. I know a lot of people probably already heard about this, and I'm like the last one, but it's amazing. Just try it if you're interested. And let's see these. Okay, so they smudge a little bit, like I pushed really, really hard. So they do smudge if you push real hard, but again, you're not gonna do that on your eyes, but it's still there. So that to me is it's a good sign. But again, if you don't like super creamy liners, you're not gonna like the Lisa Eldridge. If you like the Victoria Beckham and you like that creaminess, the Lisa Eldridge are even more creamier and, dare I say, easier to blend out. However, you can over blend them to where you need to add more color and more color. And so it's kind of like a fine line. Once they dry or once they set on my eyes, I have no issues having them stay on throughout the day. I wore them 4 times or 3 times total since I bought or since I received them, because these were sent to me. And I had no issues at the end of the day with smudginess or the product moving around. It actually lasted really, really well. And on the waterline, I put black on the upper waterline. And so far it hasn't transferred lower, and I really like that Renaissance Gold. That's probably my favorite color from her entire collection because it has that small, really fine glitters to it or shimmers through it that when you put it on your lower lash line and smudge it, you just kind of see a little bit of that. And it defines the eye without making it darker and overpowering. So this color, I think, is unique and worth it. I know Victoria Beckham had one. Here it is. This is in the color bronze. And this is much warmer. I'll swatch them side by side. So this is Victoria Beckham bronze, and this is Renaissance Gold from Lisa Eldridge. And you can see the Lisa Eldridge is definitely not very warm, which I actually quite like. Let's blend them out. And that's how they look like. They're both beautiful, just different colors. I think I prefer the Lisa Eldridge because it has the tiny little shimmer in there more than the gold one. Yeah, I think I prefer the Lisa Eldridge overall, better the color. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe down below, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.